Hi, we're back. This is the third video, and I told you I was going to do a reductive ragging technique. Not doing that yet. I'm actually going to do another positive application. I'm Paul Minnihan with Minnihan Painting. I've been in Chicago for since 1987. I've had my company for 20 years. We do a ton of specialty painting, general painting, pretty much whatever you want. For the most part, we can do. A lot of us are at home, and this is another simple technique that you can do. This one's a little sloppy, but it's fun, and I call it a smoosh technique. So we're going to be smooshing with these rags. We're going to smoosh. The base coat we have today is called Jute, and it's the Affinity color from Benjamin Moore, Affinity 80. It was the color of the year in 2017. So maybe you painted your home this color and you're bored, you want it different, but oh, I can't have people in my home because of, the pandemic. So pick a wall and let's have fun. You need to pick your base coat. By the way, here's the finish we're going to do. I don't know if you can see that. It's pretty subtle, but I like things to be subtle. If you can see it, I bring it closer like that. You can see the blue, the green. This is Jute, the base coat. This is a custom green and a custom blue. I wanted a springtime feel, so it's really important when you're making a finish. I said to myself, I want something that feels like spring. And so that's what made me pick these colors. Hopefully we'll get that feeling that comes through. That's the goal. The mood is the goal. This technique is a quick technique, but the nice thing about it is you can stop it and start it. This first color is the base coat I have, Jute. It's watered down. I am going to brush this on an area, and then immediately I'm going to bring my green color in with the rag and kind of smush it and roll it kind of randomly all over the place. And then the same with the blue color. I'm actually trying to have some of it blend with the base coat so it's smooth, but some of it can stay pretty pure. I'm going to start in the upper right corner. As you can see, I'm brushing it on pretty liberally, and I am rolling and smushing. I just want there to be that feeling of aliveness and life coming through. I'm working it a little bit. This is my blue color. I'm also bringing it in, and this one, I'm not smushing it quite as much. I want some more pure areas of blue to be there, just like that. I can tell some of the green's going to dry a little strong. I'm not worried about it. Okay, so the first area is still wet. I'm doing the bottom area, doing the same order, the green first, working into that first area first, blending it into this. Keep changing the rag. This is still wet. I can go kind of smush it a little if I want. So this is a technique I do when the client doesn't have a large budget and I can still do it pretty quickly, and it looks nice and subtle when it's all done. The green, it's my green. If I need to, I can dip the rag in it, but then you got to work it into the rag, you don't want to just dip it in and put it on the wall. This is fun. I'm really liking the way it's looking. We're going to blow dry this, then we'll take a look, critique it, and see if we need to make some adjustments, and then that'll be it. Thank you. I love it. I think it looks great. It's very subtle, and I noticed it's hard to see on the camera. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape off half of it, and we're going to do a version with more intense colors so you can see a little more clearly what I'm doing. I don't know if you can see it any better. We've got a nice kind of movement in here, and it's just this very light greens and blues and this kind of warm neutral jute color. But Unfortunately, sometimes photographs cannot pick up the subtleties that actually show up in real life, and that is what's happening here. So we're going to do a version that you can see more, and we'll be right back. Thanks. Okay, so I'm just making some new colors here. This is the original green actually, and I thought it was too light for the camera, so now I'm putting on my other color, and then take the blow dryer. See how these colors are a lot more intense than the first ones I started with. Normally I wouldn't go that strong, but we're going to make the finish with these colors and the base coat so you can see it on the video more. Okay, we're back. So this happens in real life. Sometimes you do it, it's beautiful, but you need to adjust it. So this is part of the process. As I said, now we've got the colors a little darker here, but you're going to see it more. And I'm going to paint right over this. I'm just going to paint right over it. You can do this in real life. Just go right over it like it was never there. And while it's wet, actually I'm going to go ahead and do the whole thing. Okay, alright. Then, yay, the green. Look at that. That's a much more green. I might like this one more than the other one. I'm going to blend it a little bit. I just want to get it down. And then I'm going to bring my base coat color back into it to kind of touch up any areas I felt like are too harsh or too strong. I'm just going to use that to kind of blend. I like to just give it a soft once over just to kind of blend it. I can already tell that there's a lot more color on this side than on that side. Some of the areas in here I think are too strong, but they might show up better on the camera. So I'm going to leave them and blow dry it and see what we have. You can see the difference. You know, I like them both, to be honest with you. This one is more bold. You can see the marks, you can feel the action. Honestly, you can feel the same action in this one too. It's just that the contrast is greater on this side. So I like the idea when I'm in a home of having an active surface but with subtle differences to create a little more aliveness without being disruptive. But this is a lot of fun, and why not do an accent wall that's fun? There's nothing wrong with having fun. I hope you do this at home. I hope you try it out. I'm going to be doing some videos on color and color mixing and palettes and that kind of thing to help people make decisions on kind of what colors to use, how to use colors, what colors look good together, and something for you to think about in the future. Thanks again. Oh, well, I'm not saying goodbye yet, so I'm going to take this off. You can edit all that. We were unwrapping the gift, where they say in Espanol, el regalo. El regalo. Alright, the gloves are coming off too with the tape. And here you see the difference between them. That's it. Paul Minnihan, Minnihan Painting. I'm here to help you make more beautiful spaces, whether you hire me or you do it yourself. I hope this has been helpful for you. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me if you have a question. Thank you very much. Be safe. Talk to you soon.